It's Week 6 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see Justin Jefferson. He went well over 100 yards a week ago and found his way to the end zone. It's the Browns and the Seahawks, and it's coming right up on EA.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. The numbers for him from a week ago: 20 carries, 91 yards, and a touchdown.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a changeup.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. On third down, Trubisky. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. First and 10, Taylor now. He'll get it across midfield down to the 49. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Trubisky. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Justin Jefferson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are on the board first here this afternoon. An extra point by Nagar is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by the first overall pick in the 2018 draft. A 4-year starter, of course, for the Cleveland Browns. Now going against him, Baker Mayfield. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week: 17 carries, 80 yards.
A key component of his team's offense. He will certainly stay in that role if he keeps producing like this each week. Expect him to make a run at not only matching, but exceeding those numbers as this one goes on.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Play action. It's Trubisky. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They run once more with Taylor. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And a short gain here down to the 22. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Trubisky. And dropping it off underneath, here's Pirine. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Nagar's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy by the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mayfield. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. They'll try to run for the 1st with Henry. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The Seahawks at 2-3 here to begin the new season. They were losers their last time out. Try to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. They'll try the right side with Henry. Down to the 42, 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield now. Over the middle, complete to Jeudy. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. Right side to Williams. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. A run here for J.D. McKissick. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Mayfield to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Here's Mayfield. Caught left side, Hopkins. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DeAndre Hopkins. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he is going to have the Browns first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
Offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. 2nd and 20. Now Trubisky to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Trubisky will throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to bring up second down. To throw, Mayfield. This will go to Henry out wide. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hopkins. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A first down carry for Henry. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Mayfield's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Now Mayfield. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Mayfield with it once more. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down. Sly able to put this one through. And that will knot us up at 10. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series. He's well on his way to a 1,000-yard season, maybe on pace to just tear past that, Charles. Defensively, they need to pay a little bit more attention to him.
Yeah, I think so, because remember, throwing the football, that can shred a defense quicker than anything else, because as soon as the catch is made, he still has the ability to, yards after catch, get downfield, gain even more, score touchdowns, all of that. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch as this progresses, to see how they defend him and how he changes up his game in order to try and keep getting open.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. And Davis with it left side. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Now Trubisky. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Boy, Brandon, a missed opportunity there at the end of this first half. You'd love to give your guys a lead going into the break, but this effort doesn't find the mark, and that's going to keep things all square.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. This will be caught. Judy. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We begin in the NFC. Carolina making the trip north to take on the New York Giants. And it's the Giants who have the lead as they approach halftime. The Giants looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Continuing on, here's a look at the next-gen stats in that first half. And in a tie ball game, they've got to be asking themselves, what can we do to get this passing game on track for the second half to come? Meanwhile, for the Browns, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL.
He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 23. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Henry up the middle. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Here's McKissick. Evades him at the 20. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 15-yard line. On third down, Henry. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Henry is in. Touchdown, Seattle. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Back to Taylor on first down to about the 40-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Trubisky to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Caught. It's Wilson. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They're on the good side of this game right now with a lead, but they were on the bad side last week in that loss to Cincinnati. So now trying to make amends. That pass caught. It's Williams. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
A give to Henry. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play fake. Mayfield. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Throwing deep for Galladay. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They go play action with Trubisky. He completes this to Cole Turner. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. Nifty move. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Anthony Barr. And the Seahawks force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. To throw again on 2nd down, Mayfield. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. On 2nd down, here's Henry. On the move past the 40. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
Defense. Oh, man, can't do that.
Well, he was just trying to contain DeAndre Hopkins, and he got a little too close.
And because of his ability to line up in different spots on the field and come at you from different angles, different guys have to cover him, and all of them have the same issue. How do you do it without interfering? In this case, it didn't get done.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. His pass caught at the 4. And he's brought down. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Derrick Henry with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Sly on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time. And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. On third down, here's Taylor. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. Get a look at Jerry Jeudy as he leads his offense back out there for this next series. Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation, the catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
Going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Mayfield down. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The end result, 21 yards. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
And again, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Browns.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth.
Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. How many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right. Usually
it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10, it's Trubisky again. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Mayfield to throw it. And his throw is incomplete. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Mayfield. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now.
This to make it a 3-score game late.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Cleveland offense making their way out. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Over the middle, complete. That's Davis.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Jalen Phillips in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now it's Trubisky.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Options galore here, second and a few inches. Again, it's Henry.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. So the victory here for Seattle. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
So for the Seahawks, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Browns, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3 and 3. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals.